I ordered a pizza. I'm gonna try and bang out this video before it gets here, but we'll see how it goes. Hey guys, it's Zoe, and today I'm going to be doing my Read-EH-thon TBR video. If you remember, last week, week before, I don't even remember when it was, I posted the announcement video for this read-a-thon. It's a Canadian read-a-thon hosted by myself, Kayla from Books and Lala, Ashley from Said the Story, and Natasha from My Reading is Odd. It runs from July 1st to July 8th. July 1st is Canada Day. I can't say Canada, like when I'm actually talking. Canada Day. Canada Day? Canada Day. That was difficult. Where was I going with this? I forget what I was gonna say. In addition to this TBR, I'm going to be doing a giveaway at the end, so stay tuned for that. This read-a-thon is sponsored by 4 different companies: HarperCollins Canada, HCC Frenzy, Owl Crate, Book Outlet, and Indigo. How did I forget my favorite store in the entire world? More on the giveaways at the end of the video though. For now, let's just get into this TBR, which I haven't really figured out yet, and I'm just gonna wing it.
Sorry to interrupt you, but who brings someone a laptop and doesn't bring the charger?
I didn't realize it was dead. You're the BS, not me, okay?
Can we make babies that look like this, please?
Yeah, I guess. Bye, BS. Love you. Anyways, back to this TBR. Where did they go? They're back there somewhere. So I showed in the announcement video a stack of books by Canadian authors, and I haven't really picked which ones I'm gonna read mostly. I kind of know, but I will probably end up reading more than these. I'm just gonna get into it and let it explain itself. If you remember from the announcement video, we have 5 challenges for this read-a-thon, and you can use one book for multiple challenges, which is fantastic, but also why I don't know which ones I'm gonna read because I have one that fits 3. So the rest of the week is just me trying to read as many Canadian books as I can. The 5 challenges are: read a book by a Canadian female author, read a book set in a province you've never been to, read a book with red on the cover because the Canadian flag is red and white, read a book with EH in the title, which spells A, and finally, read a book by a First Nations Canadian author. The first book is one of my favorite books. I've talked about this before, and it fits the challenge of being read by a Canadian author, no, being written by a Canadian female author, and it's set in PEI, which I have never been to. If you don't know what PEI stands for, it's Prince Edward Island, which is on the east coast of the country. If that didn't give it away, this book is Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. I was very against this book for most of my life until I read it for a Canadian lit class, and I've been forever converted. I still haven't really watched any of the movies or read the sequels, but this is one of my favorite books. It follows Anne, who is an orphan who goes to live with an elderly brother and sister, and it's basically just her life on Green Gables. This is one of the most wholesome stories I have ever read in my entire life. Yes, I cried a lot, but I cry at everything, so that's not really an accomplishment or anything. It's a perfect story. Honestly, there's nothing that I would want to change about it, except maybe make it longer, but then that's what the sequels are for, so really there's nothing to change. The next book has red on the cover and white, which is kind of a bonus. It has an E and an H in multiple places, but not in the correct order spelling A, but that's okay. The E and the H are still there, and it's written by a Canadian female that I've never read, and I'm surprised I haven't read, but that's besides the point. This one is The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. Fun fact, I went through a phase where I could not say Atwood, I would say Atward. Don't know why, but it was Margaret Atwood all the time. This is only like a couple years ago, so that's embarrassing. Something's falling over there and I don't like that. This story follows a character named Offred, who is a handmaid, and her only purpose in life is to breed. It just sounds like an animal, which essentially is what she is, I guess. In this world in which women are told that they are being controlled for their own good, sure bud, try me. Offred lives with the commander and his wife, and she's allowed out of the house once a day, chaperoned, to go to the market. She's not allowed to read. She really hopes this commander guy gets her pregnant, because if he doesn't, she would be sent to a work camp or end up as a sex slave, which, given the options, I think having some rando get you pregnant is probably a better option, but I'll take none of the above for 200, Alex. Thanks. The worst part about all of this is that life wasn't always like this for Offred. She was an independent woman. She had a husband, she had a child, she had a job, and then the New World Order comes around and this happens to her. As much as it sucks, it would have sucked so much less if she had never known another life, but the fact that she did, and long enough for her to have a husband and a child, I cannot imagine. I can't. It's terrible. So between those two books, I have a province I've never been to, a female Canadian author, EH in the title, and Red on the cover. So the only challenge I have left is a book written by an indigenous author. And here's the thing, I don't think I have any actual full books written by a Canadian indigenous author, which is terrible. So I ordered one, but I don't know if it's gonna get here in time for the read-a-thon, which sucks. The book that I ordered though is Shadows Cast by Stars by Catherine Knutson, who is a Métis author. What I really like about this and what really drew me to this book over any other one is that it's a YA dystopian novel, and the main character is also Métis, which is really cool. I think the only book I've ever read where a character is First Nations is, what are you called? House of Night. The main character is half Cherokee, I believe, and I can't think of any other ones. In Shadows Cast by Stars though, it's set 200 years into the future where blood is the most valuable commodity in the world. Specifically, the blood of Aboriginal people. It's just creepy. That's creepy. Like, why? What? Why? There's actually a reason for that. It's because it contains an antibody to the plague that swept the entire world. So you're gonna steal their blood so you can live, but you're gonna kill someone else so you morally ambiguous. I like it. Enter Cassandra, a 16-year-old who is safe from the plague because of the antibodies in her body, but she's not safe from the government who are trying to find her so they can steal her blood. It actually uses the word harvest, which makes me want to vomit. Harvesting someone's blood. I want to vomit. That's creepy. To get away from the creepy government trying to harvest their blood, Cassandra and her family go to this mysterious island, which is protected by a band of guerrilla warriors. Not gorilla like the animal, like military, just in case. And this energy barrier that keeps other people out, but the spirit world in. Seems like it'd be a pretty good deal because the village healer has taken Cassandra in, the tribal leader's son has got the hots for Cassandra, except for the fact that these spirits have chosen Cassandra as their voice and they are angry. I don't know what they're angry specifically about. Maybe the harvesting of the blood, or it could be something different. The neighbor's dog is barking. This book incorporates different traditions from the First Nations, as well as Greek mythology and Arthurian legend. I can't ask for anything more. It sounds fantastic. I hope it gets here in time. If not though, I have a backup plan. When I was going through these books, is that my pizza? Is my pizza here? I don't think it's the pizza. Anyways, when I was going through my books written by Canadian authors, I totally forgot about my textbook section. The class that I read Anne of Green Gables in, I also read 419 by, who were you by? Will Ferguson. Did not like that book, so that's why I'm not going to reread it for this. But we had a textbook. It was an anthology of Canadian authors. This brick, it's large and in charge. There's like 1,200 pages here. It's hefty. Anyways, there are surprisingly few First Nations authors in here. There are, I don't even know how many authors. 6.5 pages like this, full of Canadian authors, and there are 4, maybe, First Nations authors in here, which is ridiculous. If Shadows Cast by Stars doesn't get here in time, I am probably just going to read all of the poetry and short stories in here from the First Nations authors. I really do hope that book gets here in time though, because I'm really looking forward to it. If not, I might just extend the read-a-thon for myself and get that in there. So those are the books that I know for sure I'm going to read for this read-a-thon. I have like 14 others somewhere back there, at least. I haven't really gone through and looked, so I know there's at least 14 more that I can pick and choose from, but those 3, possibly 4, maybe not, depending on if the one gets here, are the ones that I'm going to focus on reading first, and knowing myself, I'm going to finish Anne of Green Gables and The Handmaid's Tale within the first day, so then I have the rest of the week to get through any other Canadian authors that I have. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into this giveaway. I'm going to be giving away a 3-month Owl Crate subscription on my channel. You guys know I love Owl Crate, especially that last box. Killed it. Beautiful. Wonderfulness. Wondersome? What? I love Owl Crate. So I am super excited to give somebody else the opportunity to experience how awesome these Owl Crate boxes are. If you watch my Owl Crate unboxings or anyone else's Owl Crate unboxings, you'll know that each box comes with an exclusive hardcover signed by the author, as well as usually 5 or 6 different book-related things that fall under one general theme. The June box was Summer Lovin', and the book was From Twinkle with Love. The July box is Strange and Unusual, and I am 99.99999 repeat % sure that I know which book it is, and I am losing my mind with excitement. I cannot wait. To enter to win this giveaway, you have to do one teeny tiny little thing, super simple. All you need to do is comment down below one of your favorite Canadian stereotypes, or even the most ridiculous one that you've heard, just something about a Canadian stereotype that makes you laugh, that makes you roll your eyes, anything. This giveaway is open to everyone, not just Canadians. With that, please make sure you're 18 or you have your parents' permission to enter this giveaway, and make sure you are subscribed to me, and you could win a 3-month Owl Crate subscription. Make sure to go and check out the giveaways happening on the other channels. Natasha, Kayla, and Ashley are all hosting their own giveaway, so we have a total of 4 giveaways for this Read-EH-thon. Oh, my pizza's here. I gotta go pay for that. I'll be right back. And I'm back. I need to finish this so I can go and eat my pizza. I think the pizza guy's watching me. Creepy! Okay. Anyways, thank you so much to our sponsors for spreading the love of Canadians and Canadian authors and Canadian books and just Canada in general. I don't know if I'm just out of focus or if I can't see anything because my glasses aren't on. No, I was out of focus. Cool. I think that's all I had to say, but I really feel like I'm forgetting something important. Don't know. If I forgot anything, I will leave it linked down below in the description box, as well as links to the sponsors and the other giveaway videos and everything that you need to know, because I will remember at some point if I forgot to say it right now. I know what I forgot to say. You can follow us on Twitter at readEHthon and use the hashtag readEHthon to stay involved with this read-a-thon, and we'll be doing Twitter sprints throughout the entire week. Also, I forgot, the giveaway ends July 8th at 11:59 p.m. You would think that's important for me to remember, but clearly my brain doesn't work because all I'm thinking about is pizza, and I can smell it now, so my brain is working even less, and I just need to wrap this up so we can get on with our days. I'm pretty sure that really is all I had to say now. As always, to stay updated with my current reads and how I'm feeling about them, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Goodreads, all at You're a Book Nerd Zoe, which I will leave linked down below in the description box, with the million other things that need to be linked down there this time. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope you all have a wonderful day and get at least a little bit of uninterrupted reading time. I'll see you in the next video. Bye! I can see the sunset just inside of your bedroom. I know it's true. Echoing in my head into the afterglow.